Let your spirit soar and let your heart open wide, for the time has come to witness a magical ride.
Join us as we unveil a display of art so true, a celebration of healing in every vibrant hue.
Come one, come all, to the online exhibition of art, a canvas of emotions that will touch your hearts.
Let the colors take you on a journey so divine as we embrace the power of art that heals and shines.
This is an invitation to the artists, students, and all to come and witness the beauty of healing art's call.
So mark your calendars and save the date, for on World Health Day we celebrate.
Good evening and a warm welcome to the launch of Art for Healing online exhibition on this World Health Day. The HealThyRam Nirmay Bharat community understands the importance of art for wellness and hence brought in being a painting workshop and exhibition captioned Healing Expressions. The idea behind this exhibition came to life as we realized that art has the power to heal and transform lives. It allows us to express ourselves, connect with our emotions, and explore our creativity. That art has the potential to make a positive impact on our mental and physical health.
As you can see on our Facebook account or HealThyRam.com, the launch of Art for Healing painting workshop was a huge success, and we received some fantastic entries from artists and students online as well as from the site workshop. Now, over to Mr. Venkatesh Sharma, co-founder of HealThyRam.com, to introduce the jury.
Good afternoon or good evening, wherever, whichever part of the world you're in once again, and welcome to this launch of the online exhibition for the Art for Healing painting workshop that was conducted, where we have a very eminent jury with us. And first up, would like to introduce and please help me welcome our guest of honor, Harshinder Lumba, who is a senior fellow, scholar, and artist with more than 30 years of experience. And I've known her personally for probably short of maybe 25 odd years. And it's been an amazing association. So, welcome to the show, Harsh.
Thank you so much. Thank you for inviting me. And it is an honor to be on this platform, which deals with health and overall wellness of a human being, which is very important in these times for us.
Absolutely, very rightly said. And also, we have with us today Professor Shaz from Indian Institute of Art and Design, who has more than 20 years of experience in the industry and specializes in storytelling, design, animation, and of course, is part of the jury as well.
Thank you so much for this opportunity to be a part of this platform. And I've been sort of closely working with Nikita. Can I say that?
Of course.
Yeah. Yeah. So that sort of gives me an insight into the kind of work you guys are doing, and kudos to that, and cheers to that. And I am really looking forward to this event and how things unfold.
Well, certainly, we all of us are, and we certainly enjoy the entire journey and the workshops that were conducted initially, of course, at the IIAD campus in New Delhi, followed by which was only for students, and then on 2nd of April, it was open for artists and everybody who was interested at the Sundar Nursery again in Delhi. So I'm sure there have been lots of submissions, and the jury would have a very tough time selecting the winning artworks. And they would be compiling, and in fact, they would be seeing the artworks for the first time since it'll be unveiled today. And well, all the best to everybody, and of course, not to forget, we also have our young intern Nikita, who has been responsible for the project. Welcome, Nikita, to the show. She's also handling the production. So, of course, we also have Sangeeta, who is the other co-founder of HealThyRam, who you heard in the beginning, and she's been working closely with the jury and with Nikita, of course, and her brainchild, this healing expressions workshop and exhibition. So great. I would like to start with, of course, a very exciting day for everybody. And I would like to ask a few questions with a guest of honor, starting with Harsh. Firstly, what was your plan to create, for the Healing Expressions exhibition? Can you give us a sneak peek into what techniques you would have used out to bring out the emotion and the feelings in your paintings? And do you plan all this, or does it just flow within you?
Well, had you asked this question, uh, say about 5 years back, I would have
Hmm.
not been able to answer it because I was also doing all what other artists do, like doing landscapes, plein airs, and portraits and figure studies and such, and making my own compositions and displaying it all. But
Right.
uh, past few years, my work has uh, what would I say? It's organically shifted to an intuitive form of art. Uh, I stopped.
Hmm.
I tried to kind of unlearn what I learned during my academic years and all through these
Hmm.
years, and I started going free flow. So no, this was not planned, and I was very excited about it because uh, that is how I approach each and every project of mine. I do not have anything in mind anymore. No compositions, no structure, nothing whatsoever.
Hmm.
So I go blank on the canvas and let the sounds lead me, which turn into some interesting forms, and in the end, it turns out to be something interesting.
Yeah, of course, we've seen that over the years as well. So amazing work, undoubtedly. So when you say you just pick up the brush and you just start off, so and you mentioned about the sounds. So these sounds uh, are you referring to music, or you're talking about sounds as in your inner voice and your creativity, which is guiding you to, your
Mm,
gut feel or whatever you want to call it, the artist's inspiration, which lets you take off in one direction.
I think art and music go hand in hand. I feel
Absolutely.
all artists or creative people should listen to music. Why? Because vibrations and sounds are very important to us. Uh, uh,
Hmm.
we have vibrations and movement all over the world. Like that's how I start seeing the whole universe is in movement actually. So sounds is a very essential part to us, and we should recognize it. We don't see it; we have to feel it. So art and music go hand in hand. Yeah, now it doesn't matter anymore that I have a music on or not, but I would prefer to have some nice meditative music. Uh,
Hmm.
Anything will go, even rock will go.
All right. Well, you can
Yeah.
certainly log on to healthyram.com on our channels, and we certainly promise to produce some very interesting, calming, soothing music to meditate or whatever that you want to do. Certainly not rock kinds, but yeah, calming music, surely. Okay, next question. How do you see the future of art in contributing to wellness and healing? And what role do you think artists can play in this? You yourself being an artist.
Well, thankfully, health organizations in the world have started recognizing art as a
Hmm.
healer now, and they are introducing it
Right.
in the hospitals and in institutions. Art does help. It helps with your cognitive skills, and even
Yeah.
serious diseases like dementia, depression, and Parkinson's diseases. They can be healed, and it's already been evidence that. the patients are doing much better when they listen to music, calming music, and they paint, they do something with their hand, and all this is already proven. And this chromotherapy is now introduced in institutions where
Hmm.
rooms are painted in such hues which calm you. And
Right.
it is well, they're going the old shamanic ways, the old
Hmm.
times when people did know about all these things, but uh, forgotten on the way to progress, probably.
Absolutely, and I think each color. I mean, you could have a separate topic and a discussion on this. Very interesting, very fascinating, as you rightly said. Each color probably has
Yeah,
its own energy and its own the way it
definitely,
impacts
definitely.
uh, anyone. And also art being a form which allows you to express yourself, so kind of a emotional catharsis, if I may say so, in a way. Um, because even in Healthy Ram, I mean, our platform too, we believe, and something that it's not just that we believe, but then it's a known fact that whatever finally physically manifests starts off somewhere inside emotionally in a person. So, or anything that you keep bottled up. And art is a fantastic way and a medium to express yourself, let those emotions come out, and which can be transformative and healing. So absolutely agree with you on that. You
Yeah,
wanted to add something to
it's
it?
a very it's a very deep subject, and it's not just
Yeah.
about colors. It's
Hmm.
about the it works on your senses actually, directly. Uh,
Yeah.
so even if you're not looking at an artwork, but if that piece is hanging somewhere in your house and it
Hmm.
calms you and you're happy about it, you will be in a happy
Yeah.
phase, without
Right.
even realizing it.
Absolutely. Well, thanks. Thanks so much, Harsh, for your insightful, comments and thoughts. Now,
Thank you so
let's
much,
hear from
Venkatesh.
pleasure. Now, let's go and hear from Professor Shaz. Professor Shaz, as a professor of design, of course, you are, you know, Nikita is under you, and you have so many other students within IIED. How do you see art and design contributing to the promotion of health and wellness, in general?
Well, I that art and design sort of take serious, participate seriously in this area of wellness and health, and especially in terms of design, I can say because of its pedagogical methods and the process that it follows. If design sort of takes up healing as its context, I
Hmm.
think wonders can happen in that space, and I think already is happening in that space. But if you're getting into the whole art space, uh, art was always there to soothe the disturbed and disturb the calm. So
Hmm.
art has been doing that since the beginning, I think. Uh,
That's early. In fact, I think that's as you were discussing just earlier. There is a lot of scientific, evidence, and I think it should be, because anything that allows you to express yourself, and what better than art in any form?
yes,
Of course, you have painting, you
absolutely.
have music, you have dance, you have sculpture, you have
Yeah, art's
pottery.
been
I
doing
mean,
that since the beginning. Yeah.
absolutely. So, and
If
we
I may
see
just
that
pitch
even in
in,
the ancient cultures. Yeah.
yeah, like mandala art, that is a design
Mhm.
basically, the Buddhist Tibetan art form mandala,
Yes,
and
yes,
it
yes.
works upon both your left and right side of the brain, so it
Mhm.
Right.
enhances both the sides. So it
Right.
Absolutely.
it is
You're right.
design. It is design.
True.
Yes.
Fantastic. And what advice would you give to young budding artists who aspire to use their art as a means of promoting health and wellness, in the society at large?
I think where the society is headed currently, there would be a lot of need for art interventions into.
Right.
I mean, the future is full of it, unfortunately. But I think art will have a huge role to play in that.
So you do find within the institute itself, do you find artists wanting to, you know, take up this? I don't think most of the people like. I mean, there are people, of course, turning to healing and wellness, but most of them, of course, get so involved with their professional work. I don't know how many would actually end up pursuing this, but it'll be, I think, a great
No, but
addition to
largely,
how they can contribute.
yeah. No, but largely, if you mention, wholesome wellness and health, etc.,
Hmm.
is
Right.
on a decline, especially with the youth.
Yeah.
With the kind of technology and the way the world is going and the
Hmm.
information bombardment and the exposure levels that are happening, uh, uh, people are hanging off the cliff.
Yeah.
And that is not like it's not like a one-off. Like when we were kids, I don't know if we heard the word mental health, you know, but it is
Very
rampant.
rare.
And my kids are in grade 3, 4, and they talk about mental health. You know,
Wow.
I myself went through a phase where I was wondering whether it's a fad or not. Whether it's
Hmm.
an excuse to not come to class. But
Yeah.
I think no, I think the times are changing, and therefore what's happening is happening, and therefore a much greater need for art and design to be a part of this.
Yes,
You know,
I think make a very positive contribution in helping people express. Because as you rightly said, too much of content, bombardment. We are becoming a very, society which is just all about consuming. You could just sit at the
yes, we are.
screen. It won't stop. It's 24/7.
Yeah,
And you
yeah,
find all and the younger generation in particular, totally into the devices, into the content. So
yeah,
the
yeah,
outlet, while you're just taking in, yes, there are many who are creating content as well. I'm not saying they're not. But then, are they truly expressing yourself? Mostly it is for social media where it is make believe, which is not your true
it
self.
is big,
Whereas art,
and
art
the
I think provides that
quantity of
medium,
content.
to express. Yeah,
Yes,
right.
yes,
And art actually provides you that platform or the medium, whatever you want to call it, to truly express what's inside you. So fantastic.
right,
So
absolutely,
thanks so much for your thoughts, and thank you, Nikita,
Thank
for your hard work and the dedication towards this initiative. It's really great to see a young talent like you taking an active interest in promoting health and wellness through art, of course. So now let's move on to the most exciting part of the show, and which is the exhibition viewing. So we invite all of you to view the artworks, showcased. We'll have a look at them jointly. This would be the first time that the all of us would be having a look at some of the amazing artworks that have been created and shared by students and artists alike. So thank you. So thank you everybody for joining in and for being part of the show and also the launch of the online exhibition of Art for Healing. And the results would be announced by the jury once they compile the results by the end of the day today. So we would like to thank all our guests as well for joining and sharing their valuable insights. Professor Shaz,
thank you so
uh,
much.
Harsh, of course,
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
and
Thank you.
yes, and all the participants who submitted their artworks for the competition. It's your creativity and your dedication at the end of the day that has made this exhibition possible and a huge success. And we look forward to having all of you together once again for more such workshops
Awesome.
where we would
Congratulations,
be able to
everyone.
see
And
more
thank you
creativity
once
and
again.
positivity.
All right. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Please
Thank you. Thank
enjoy
you for having.
music. Yeah, you're welcome.
Thanks, Harsh.
Congratulations, dear artists of the 50 selected artworks. With hearts full of pride and admiration, we extend our warmest congratulations to all of you. Each of you has showcased immense talent, creativity, and the power of healing through your art. And kudos to Sarojini Datta and Rajni Vora as well for their outstanding contribution and a remarkable tie in the competition. We understand that the anticipation for the results has been overwhelming, but surely the wait has been worth it. In order to give you the most deserving and unbiased results, we have delayed the stream just for a bit. So, now as we bid a farewell to this workshop, we have an exciting sneak peek for our upcoming Art for Healing workshop. It's our great pleasure to introduce you to our next esteemed panelist, Rupila. We request Venkatesh to do the honors and introduce her as we look forward to another incredible workshop. Venki, over to you.
Happy to have you on board, Rupila. Just to give you a brief introduction, Rupila is, of course, apart from knowing her personally and a dear friend, she is a very accomplished artist. She is a certified Hatha Yoga instructor from the Isha Foundation, and she is also an avid horse rider. And some beautiful horses, I've seen them personally. So welcome to the show, Rupila.
Thank you so much, Venki. Thank you for such kind words. And thank you for inviting me to be on the program.
So happy to have you. So, Rupila, first up, what does art mean to you, and how do you think it can help in healing and wellness?
So to me, art, as somebody said, it means something very, very profound to me. It is like a bridge. I'd read somewhere that it is like a bridge to me between the inner and the outer worlds, balancing both the worlds. It is that profound to me. And also it is a state of art as therapy holds immense value to me.
Right. So, of course, I totally agree with that. And how would you incorporate themes related to healing and wellness in your artworks? So, how do you do that?
For me personally, Venki, I'm very, very passionate about horses. So every time I sit down with paints and brushes, it's only horses which come out. And and it's like it just puts me in a state of so much joy and happiness and a connect, which is amazing, and also brings a stillness, a certain stillness inside me, a joyful stillness.
So, and what techniques do you use to, let your emotions come out in the form of artworks on the canvas or whatever that you're doing? Is there anything specific that you use? I mean, do you just go with the flow, or how does it work for you?
So at the farm where I stay, I've created artworks on mud walls. These mud plastered walls. We've created rooms with mud plastered walls, and I just let go and I paint on the mud walls. And I use acrylic paints, and I've painted on canvases as well. And on canvases, I've done acrylic as well as oil paints, dabbled with oil as well as acrylic. But it's a delight to work with paint on mud walls. That is something very interesting.
Fantastic. So thank you so much, Rupila, for sharing your thoughts and joining us. And we look forward to having you over for the Art for Healing painting workshop. Thanks so much. See you soon.
Thank you so much. I look forward to it too. Thank you.